Houston County, you need very close to the Balat area. I hope I'm saying that properly. Somebody let me know if I'm mispronouncing that so that I can say it correctly next time. But it looks like that's where the tornado would be located right now, in that small community in Houston County, southeast of the city of Refuge and also to the northwest of Kennard. An update, please.
Tornado warning was canceled for Anderson County.
Excellent. Excellent news there, and we will get back to this storm here soon, but the Anderson County tornado warning has been canceled. We were trying desperately to find the rotation around that possible tornado, and now according to the National Weather Service, they can't find either, so they canceled that warning. But we do have a couple of issues here. Have to contend earlier that was along Highway 21 between Kennard, kind of between Kennard and Grapeland, near in this general area here. We've also got another one that is going to be crossing into Houston County here very soon. That one is very difficult to see. I would say that maybe, hopefully, praying right now that that one may actually be canceled soon. I hope, but it's the one here. And again, using all of the different radars that we have at our disposal, they're all indicating that we've got rotation going on in Houston County along Highway 21, moving off toward northeast. And again, this would be an indicator, but this is several thousand feet in the air, folks, where we got 129 mile per hour outbound and we got 2 mile per hour inbound. But again, this is several thousand feet into the air, but it's very easy to see where that tornado would be located, just south and east of Highway 21, according to that radar. And we've got another radar scan that shows it in the exact same location. So just to the south and east of Highway 21 in Houston County, we have a tornado on the ground. I believe this one was actually confirmed near the Crockett area, because it says a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. Okay, so that is a little different here, but I think we did get an update, didn't we, that there was something, Michaela, on the ground of the Houston County storm, or were they just updating the location of the rotation?
It looks like they were updating the location
of
the rotation.
But they say that, yeah, the tornado possible. Okay, so this may not be a tornado on the ground, but
it does look like a tornado touchdown in Kennard, damaging one home.
Okay, so that was probably the previous storm that passed through Kennard, I would imagine. That was the one that probably did the damage in Alto. That was a previous storm. But we do, that was right, because near Ratcliffe, that was the one that we had also there just to the east of Kennard that had some damage done there. But this storm here that is now in the northeastern part of Houston County, we're going to go back and just kind of look at, you can see the rotation, you can kind of see this whole area, see this right here, that's where the storm was at 12:56. You can kind of see it before and after, continuing that northeastward movement very quickly. So we're going to go ahead and put a path on this one too, because it is heading basically pretty close to the same areas that was affected here a short time ago, the city of Alto. And Alto, it could be in your area at 1:28. So that's less than 25 minutes or so. So be prepared for that. Also in the Weeping Mary area at 1:20, Douglas at 1:41. And again, Alto, you're outside of the warned area right now. Basically all of these cities, with the exception of Weeping Mary, are outside of the tornado warned area. But this is this one's been holding together pretty well. And from time to time, it has had a tornado on the ground. But right now, according to the National Weather Service, it is a severe thunderstorm, possibly producing a tornado. But again, it is very easy to see where that rotation is. We use all 4 of our radars that we have available to us. Let's see here. We do have a tornado warning now for parts of Cherokee and Nacogdoches County. There it is. And it's really kind of an ominous looking tornado warning, because do you remember the last one that came out? I think this is almost exactly the same polygon that occurred with that storm as the one that did do some damage to a couple of homes in Alto. It looks almost exactly the same. So if you live in that part of Cherokee County near Alto, please take this storm seriously. Take this warning seriously. As again, the National Weather Service has indicated, let me see how they describe. It's very important when they send out these warnings, how they describe them. They say a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles northwest of Kennard or 15 miles northeast of Crockett, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Okay, so that's pretty much what we've been looking at here. We've been watching that cell making its way through Houston County, and it's been strong enough and kind of been holding together that it's not been difficult at all to see. And as you can see here, it's very easy to indicate where this storm would be located. Right here, again, just to the south of Highway 21. This is heading toward the Alto area, and the movement is to the northeast. I believe 45 miles per hour was still the overall forward speed. So there it is. We'll check Alto again at 125, exact same time that we gave you a few moments ago. So if you live in Alto, you have 15 minutes or so to make sure that you are protected. You and your family are in a small windowless interior room, a storm shelter, a basement. Not many folks have basements. But if you have anybody, if you know anybody that's traveling along Highway 69, north to south, or any of the highways that kind of lead toward the Alto area, we want everybody to be aware. We don't want you traveling right now. We want you safe. We want you to pull off to the side of the road. We want you to find Burger King, McDonald's, wherever, a place to stop and let this storm go by. Let it do its thing, and then you can easily move along safely. But we can see, again, very clearly, folks, where this possible tornado is located. All of the radars continue to show, and as we look at our high-resolution radar, again, it is very, very clear what's going on. We just have a powerful thunderstorm moving through Houston County into parts of Cherokee County as we speak. An update.
Tornado warned storm is about 10 minutes away from the Cherokee line.
Okay, so about 10 minutes away from the Cherokee County, Houston County line. All right, it's kind of interesting that we're getting warnings like that. I've never seen them come in like this, but I'm happy with it. Keep them coming. So they're saying it's about 10 minutes away from the Cherokee County line. So that's about 7 miles from what we can see where the rotation is located. And again, all of our radars are very clear on this storm. There is no doubt about it where this is located. You can see that rotation. Again, remember we told you the bright greens and the red very close to one another. So this is where the storm is located. The possible tornado is located. 126 mile per hour winds, several thousand feet into the atmosphere, but there's no doubt about it. We've got some type of rotation nearing the Waitress area. So if you are in the, okay, there we go. We got a new scan here. Let's get this highway. I want to make sure okay, this is 227 east. It's just crossed over now to Farm to Market Road 227 east. And again, there's the Cherokee County line. So this is what we've got for you here. If you live in the Waitress area, just, you can see the storm is to your south. Please be in that small windowless interior room. If you live in Beloit, I hope again I am saying that properly. You are in the clear from this tornado, also Kennard and Grapeland and Crockett. You are clear from this storm, but we also have a few others back off toward the south and west that we're going to keep our eye on. But right now, the one that is in East Texas that is the most significant. It is the one that is getting ready to cross into Cherokee County here very soon. And again, all radars are indicating that this is where the storm is located. So we want everybody to be aware. If you live just south of Highway 21 and you are in the eastern portions of Houston County, you need to be in a small windowless interior room right now. If you live in Alto, you had a storm move through your area a short time ago at about noon. Now it's 1:10, and there's a possibility that by 1:30 you could have another storm capable of producing a tornado in your city or very close to your city. So we want you to be, again, prepared for this. So it looks like it's going to be very close to following, maybe just to the south of Highway 21 is where this possible Again, a tornado is located. So we're going to zoom out just a little bit here. We'll put a path on it so we can get some times for you. All right, so again, just south of Highway 29 in the northeastern portions of Houston County, heading northeast at 45 miles per hour. Okay, Alto at 127, Linwood 133, Douglas 140, Cushing at 150, Laneville at 203. Now again, path that we have for you here. So you can see these are 10-minute increments that move along. So Alto, you are in basically the direct path of this possible tornado that is moving into parts of Cherokee County. Will be moving into Cherokee County here very soon, because according to the National Weather Service, the way they described this, they said a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. So this may not be on the ground right now. This may be suspended. Obviously, it is suspended, at least suspended, because we can see it very clearly by using our radars, and it indicates that we've got something going on somewhere in that thunderstorm itself. Whether or not it is actually funneling all the way down to the ground or not, we have significant rotation that is being indicated in this storm that is in Houston County, getting ready to jump over into Cherokee County here any moment. And as it does, it is basically heading along Highway 21 toward the Alto area. We've got a couple of other tornado warnings, again, that are back off to the west of us. Let's see if we can't get any information from some of these. Parts of Houston County is involved in the tornado warning that's in effect for Houston and Madison County until 1:30. So not too much longer here, but they're basically talking, I believe, about the same rotation moving into these areas. So the most significant that we can see, and I'm going to look again, if we can see anything more significant than the one that's just getting ready to cross over the Trinity River. I don't see it. We've got some rotation here to our west a little bit there, but it's the one you can see very clearly. There's just no doubt about it. That one storm that is getting ready to cross over into Cherokee County, just south of Highway 21. It's getting ready to move across the river, the Neches River right now. You can see it's north of Kennard, southwest of the city of Alto right now, and this is the general area right around the Weches area. Again, Weeping Mary, you are in the path. So if you're in Weches or Weeping Mary, you need to stay and remain in your tornado safe spot here until we give you the clear. But if you are in Alto, it's not too much longer before this storm arrives. So you're only about 10 miles away from this cell at this point. And again, we're going to use all of our other radars to see if we can see anything a little bit different. But it all continues to confirm that the rotation is just south of Highway 21, getting ready to cross over the river into Cherokee County, almost exactly where the storm was about an hour and a half ago or so. The one that hit Alto at about noon, it did damage 2 homes there. Matter of fact, I believe the wording was it destroyed 2 homes there. But this is the storm getting ready to cross over, moving northeast at 45. I think this may be a little bit delayed, this image, so I want to make sure that I get the one that actually is showing it possibly the closest to the river. And I think that, yeah, these two are still pretty consistent, showing that it's close, still south of Highway 21. Let's go ahead and look at our high resolution radar. We're going to back up a bit so we can see the whole the big picture of what's happening here in East Texas. This is the normal screenshot that you normally see from our radars, and we've got some fabulous news out to the west. Look at how things are clearing. That's great news. I mean, really, really great news. I mean, we still have 3-4 hours that we're going to have to deal with these storms in East Texas, but really the front edge of this line that we see here, this is the line that was really giving us big time concern yesterday, and it is producing some strong wind. It's producing some heavy rain, lots of lightning and wind, but we've not really seen many severe thunderstorm warnings come out of this line yet. Everything appears to have been to the east of this line, which is, again, we always say this, that out ahead of the main line of storms is where these individual supercells form, and those are the ones that are usually the most damaging. Those are because they're basically by themselves. They're not dealing with energy anywhere along that line. And you have another update, please.
It says that we are starting to see some clearing behind these storms, but we are starting to monitor the storms right along Rockwall into Anderson County with hail and gusty winds.
Okay, that's what I just said is.
Well, now it's confirmed.
Now it's confirmed. They said they're starting to see some clearing behind this line of storms that we just talked about. Again, this was the area that we were worried about yesterday as it moves off toward the east. That we were going to get some large hail and some very gusty wind, and that's the National Weather Service now really kind of keeping their eye on this line right now, and it's really kind of funny that came out right at the moment that we were just talking about that. So Michaela and I, we're staying on the ball for you guys.
And we're trying to get where Cody is located, but he is out in the storm tracker right now.
Okay, so Cody's out in the storm tracker right now. We're starting to get
Facebook Live.
We're starting to get some video of the storm tracker, and it's Facebook Live on which? Where is it?
As of now, it's on Cody's KLTV page.
Okay.
KLTV, I can try and share that.
Okay, yeah. So we're starting to share the information on where Cody is. It's on his Facebook page, Cody Gottschalk KLTV. But we're going to try to get it onto the KLTV and maybe the KTRE pages here soon. And if you can't figure that out, Michaela, just let the ladies in the newsroom, the experts, handle that for you if you can't figure it out. But I'm sure you can. Matter of fact, I know you can. All right, so let's look again at what we've got going on out there. You can see, it's really been a very interesting afternoon when it comes to these tornadoes. Once they form, they pretty much, at least the circulation doesn't just fade away. It's now crossing over into Cherokee County, and it may actually be right along 21 right now. Maybe it is starting to move a little bit further to the north. We're starting to see that might be the case, but certainly right along Highway 21, heading toward Alto. The storm itself continues to rotate. Very easy to see what we've got there. You see the bright green right up against the red right here. This is where we've got rotation, and it's now crossing over into Cherokee County, and it's heading toward the Alto area. So we're going to back up a little bit.
I need y'all to call and give me a
Yes, please.
It is now crossing over into Cherokee County. Rotation remains strong, and the storm will be reaching Alto within the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. It's nice to get confirmation on the things that we chat about here. The Weather Service basically just said the same exact thing that I just mentioned to you. Crossing into Cherokee County as we speak, moving to the northeast, I believe still at 45 miles per hour, and it'll be in Alto in about 10 minutes or so. So if you live in Alto, again, please, I know you had a storm move through at about noon that caused some damage to some homes there. From what I understand, there was some damage to 2 homes in the Alto area, that at least that we know of right now. And we've got another storm heading directly towards you, so it'll be there at 119 or at 128. It's over the Weeping Mary community right now. Again, we had one storm at about noon in the Alto area. We've got another storm that's probably going to hit there very close to 1:30, maybe a little bit before that. We're hoping that this stays elevated. But right now we have all 4 of the different radars that we use to get you the information, the best information that we can, are indicating that exactly where this system is. So we're watching it carefully, continuing to follow it for you here. Let's check the other tornado warnings that we have in effect. Again, Houston County appears to have been ground zero today. This one will be in effect until 1:30, the additional tornado warning there. And they have not updated anything really with regards to this tornado warning in quite some time. But again, it's basically the same area that we're watching now cross over into Cherokee County. Maybe that's why they haven't updated that warning, because that is the same cell that is crossing over now into Houston County. So that's probably why they didn't do that, because they're just letting this whole thing update in a timely fashion. So that's great news. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can't get a better look at where this possible tornado might be located. Again, certainly it is crossing over the Neches River right now, heading into Cherokee County, just to the southwest of the city of Alto. Let's put the high resolution radar up there for you.
I have
So
an update.
update, please.
Some penny-sized hail between Palestine and the county line on the east side of Anderson County.
Okay, so we're getting some pea-sized hail being indicated east of Palestine in this line actually, that's moving basically toward the northeast and east at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. So expect some of that hail to move into Cherokee County here very soon, maybe Rusk, Jacksonville, some hail. Also the possibility we could be looking at some large hail in Houston County as well. So all of that is continuing to be a real issue, hail, strong wind, and we're kind of looking at the, let me go ahead and clear that here. I want to make sure.
Social media reports have tornado sirens in Ruston going off in Ruston.
Okay, that's Louisiana. Okay, so that's Ruston, Louisiana. We've got some issues over there. So let's, we can zoom out and check to see what we've got, but. Okay, we're all right. We'll continue to diffusing information, and we just got to make sure that we know what we're talking about, and we get.
Okay, here's another one.
Okay.
Tornado warning. It is observed for Houston, Texas. It's confirmed. It's located 9 miles northwest of Kennard, 16 miles northeast of Crockett, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour.
Okay, now give me that Kennard location again. How close to Kennard?
It is located 9 miles northwest of Kennard.
Okay.
Or 16 miles northeast of Crockett. Moving northeast at 50 miles per hour.
Okay, so that's why we've got this second tornado warning still kind of holding on here, because we've got a possible tornado located here just northwest of Kennard. Let's see if we can't take a look at this. Kind of back things up. Yeah, we've got some type of rotation for sure between Kennard. Let's just say between Kennard and Grapeland in this general area here. Again, Highway 21 appears to be the location where most of these storms are traveling along for some unknown reason, but that is the path that they seem to be continuing to take. All right, let me. Again, looking at these different radar scans, I just really want to get into this one here that's moving into Cherokee County, because it is still holding together quite nicely right around the Weeping Mary area, South 294. Again, traveling right along Highway 21, heading toward the city of Alto, and trying to get some other scans for you here. Again, here's Highway 21. There's Alto, and there's the rotation right there, just following the highway. So if you are in Alto, you certainly need to be in a small windowless interior room. You need to make sure that you and your family have at least the KLTV or KTRE weather app with you. You've got it on the live stream once the app opens, so that this information, because all of this information is going directly to that live stream, so that you can see it no matter where you are, and just kind of hang on to that and listen to it. Either that or turn the TV up as loud as you can, and we'll let you know when things kind of pass your area as things progress throughout the remainder of this afternoon, and hopefully not too much into the evening hours. Okay, so Cody, we got Cody right now just north of Rusk. He's on Highway 69 just north of Rusk. So we've got the storm tracker getting ready to get out there here pretty soon. As a matter of fact, again, Cody is probably in that general area right now, and he's heading southward. So he may actually meet up with this storm system or be just behind it as it makes its way through the Alto area, and they will be as safe as possible. There's no doubt about that. But hopefully we'll get some information from him very soon. Again, looking at our high resolution radar. We'll back up a bit, kind of put everything into motion for you here. This is just over the last hour, so you can see the storms from Houston County into Cherokee County just keep going over the same location over and over and over again. So I imagine we've got some heavy rain that has been falling. We've also had some hail situations out there, but we've also got some good news with regards to that flash flood warning that we had for parts of Harrison, parts of Panola and Shelby counties. That has been canceled. That's good news, but you also see some more flooding issues over in Louisiana. But we don't have any warnings other than the ones that we have for parts of Houston, Cherokee, and Rusk counties right now. And actually looking at some of these storms, they may be, this area to the north may be weakening a little bit, but still expecting to see some very gusty wind out ahead of some of these storms. Just trying to see if radar would indicate any of that for me here, just to kind of show you some of the wind, but really not a lot at this point. But it's just the tornado problems that we continue to have in parts of Houston and also parts of Cherokee County. Right now, we have three separate warnings, tornado warnings that are in effect. We have one right now that's in effect for parts of Cherokee and Nacogdoches County, and you can see right where that, right,
I have an update. Houston issued a cluster of strong storms ahead of the main thunderstorm line in Grimes, Montgomery, Polk, not trying to say that one, Trinity, and Walker counties until 2:15.
Okay, so we're getting basically the National Weather Service is letting us know that we've got some strong storms that are getting ready to push into parts of deep East Texas. This whole cluster of storms that you see here, they're moving over the tornado watch area, but there are no warnings associated with them. But they want everybody to be aware that we could be looking at some issues there over the next few hours. But we still have, again, 3 tornado warnings. I'll try to get all 3 of those for you here soon. Let me go ahead and we're going to zoom out here. Well, goodness gracious, what am I doing? All right, there we go. We're going to zoom out and we'll give you all of those tornado warnings and their expiration times. The one for Houston, or the one for Cherokee and Rusk, or Nacogdoches County, Cherokee and Nacogdoches County till 1:45. The one for the eastern sections of Houston County until 1:30, so that's only for another 3 minutes. But then we've got another one for the western portions of Houston County until 1:30, so that's only for a few more moments as well. So maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to get you back to regular programming here soon if we can get these storms to settle down just a bit. But we have those are really the only areas where we're seeing any warnings at all. And most all of Houston County is under a severe thunderstorm warning until 2 o'clock. As the storms there, they're saying 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, and movement there is to the northeast to between 45 and 50 miles per hour. So let's go back into that storm near the Alto area, because it's probably close to the actual city itself right now, at least from the time that we're talking about. And there it is, just to the west of the city right now is where this possible tornado is located. The west of the city of Alto. Make sure that you are in your small windowless interior room. This is not a confirmed tornado, but the one that hit earlier at about noon today wasn't a confirmed tornado either. It just dipped quickly out of the clouds and damaged 2 homes. But this, again, according to the National Weather Service, and this just came out just a few moments ago, that this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado, and it is moving to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. So it's slowed down just a little bit. So let's go ahead and put a path on this for you, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. And again, this is our radial velocity scan. This shows us the way the winds are blowing in this storm. So there's 35 miles per hour. So Red Lawn at 132, Lilbert at 152, Cushing at 202, Anadarko at 209, and Laneville at 217. So that's where that system would be if indeed a tornado is on the ground. Again, there is no confirmation of this right now, but some good news. The Houston County tornado warnings have now all been canceled. So we only have a severe thunderstorm warning for Houston County. I mean, that's not a good thing, but it's a little less significant than the tornado warnings, but that's in effect until 2 o'clock. But still, some quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are likely. And then, of course, they issue a tornado warning as soon as I say that for Houston County and parts of Trinity County as well. According to the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles northeast of Lovelady or 10 miles southeast of Crockett, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So let's take a look and see what we can find here using our radial velocity scans. Again, this is the wind inside the storms, and that's where it looks like it's located right there. And again, this is to the east-northeast of Lovelady. It's southwest of Kennard, and this warning is in effect for 45 minutes. This will be in effect until 2:15 for really that you can see the far northern sections of Trinity County right along the Trinity-Houston County line, and also for the portion of Houston County that you see that's engulfed in this area of red The severe thunderstorm warning is the area in yellow. So we have another possible tornado that's on the ground, and that one, let's see, that was moving off to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. So let's put a path on this, a very broad area of rotation on this one, just to let you know, moving to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. So areas like Kennard at 155 and Pollock at 225 are areas that could be affected by this, again, possible tornado. They have just kind of updated the overall look of the tornado warning for Cherokee and Nacogdoches County. Very clear that we've got something happening just over the northwestern parts of the city of Alto. As far as confirmation, let me check to see how they described this update. They said a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Alto, or 9 miles south of Rusk, moving to the northeast at 40. So you see it, I see it. National Weather Service sees it. It's basically right around, very, very close to the city of Alto. So let's put a path on this. We're going to start just northwest of the city, moving to the northeast at 45 miles per hour. I may not have enough room, but we're going to get as close as we can. Lilbert 148, Cushing at 156, Laneville at 208. And again, then we're well outside of that warning, but you can see the rotation. This is really one of those situations where it's very textbook, the way it looks. It looks like this is the way they show you in school. This is what a tornado looks like when you look at it on the radial velocity scans. You see the rotation, it's very clear. Crossing over 24, 26 right now, just to the north of the city of Alto is what we have on this possible tornado that could be north. And again, that's Highway 69 basically that we're talking about here. There's Highway 69 crossing through Alto. The storm is crossing over 69 right now, and it looks like Cody is probably going to get there maybe on the back end of it, to where maybe we can see if there was any damage that occurred in the Alto area. So if you could give him a call, why don't you see if you can give him a holler and ask him what's going on. All right, so let's go ahead and put the radar scan, our high-res radar on here for you, knowing what's going on. We can see, and we'll loop it for you here. It may take a second for it to all catch up, but there's just, again, a cluster of strong thunderstorms continuing to push through really the south central parts of East Texas. You can see that we've had numerous tornado warnings in Houston, in parts of Cherokee County. You can see as we move northward, this line may be weakening somewhat as it moves through Hunt and Van Zant County and parts of eastern sections of Henderson County, moving into Smith here soon, and Cherokee as well.
An update on Cody's location.
Okay.
He's just south of Rusk. They're going to wait for that rotation to pass over Alto and then hopefully head more south towards that location.
Okay, so we just found out where Cody was located, and he is just south of the city of Rusk right now. I just want him to please keep us updated. So he's just south of Rusk, just south of that tornado warning right now. He is going to let the storm pass. We're not going to send any of our people into harm's way. We'll try to get them in there close enough that if something does happen, that they can send back some video. But if you go to, is it on the KLTV page? His streaming, is it on KLTV or just Cody's page? So if you go to the KLTV Facebook page, you should see the live streaming on where Cody is located, heading down Highway 69. So that's the situation that we have there. So that's where Cody is located with the storm tracker. A couple of tornado warnings. Again, you can see them both. I'm going to turn lightning off here because it clutters up the screen just a little bit, but you can see the areas in red.
Cody is going to start tracking south towards Alto.
Okay, Cody is now heading toward Alto as it looks like the storm will move to his east, so that's good news. So it's this one warned storm that he is going to be seeing, but he'll also be able to check out what's of this warned area in Houston County, kind of heading towards southern Cherokee County as well. So let's go ahead and stop it, and we'll look again inside these storms. We have two areas of rotation, one here and one just to the north of the city of Alto. We might actually have a small one right here just west of Wells too. We may have something else starting to fire up in this warned area. Matter of fact, I think we actually do. I think this one actually looks a little bit stronger than the one back off to the west. So for those of you maybe right along the Angelina County, Cherokee County line, be prepared for the possibility that we've got some strong storms possibly even some rotation kind of heading off toward the northeast, and we'll move just north of Pollock and south of the Wells area. So there is an area of rotation that it's the first time I've seen that.
Just
Yes.
to confirm, Cody, that we
Okay.
have up on there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and can we bring Cody back up? There we go. We got Cody Gottschalk. He is heading southward for us now.
He's just south of Russ. They're about to start heading towards Alto.
Okay, so we've got the storm tracker out there for you, and we will continue to update you on him. And if he has anything to show us, he will certainly call it in and let us know. But he is again just south of Rusk, and he is heading toward the Alto area. He'll be heading southward because you can see the storm right there, just north of Alto. The greens are getting greener; they're getting brighter green. So it looks like we've got, again, a stronger storm than maybe we had about 10 minutes ago. Yes, ma'am, please update.
We do have another tornado warning for Angelina, Cherokee, Nacogdoches counties until 2 o'clock. This
Okay.
is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado.
That's the one that we just brought to your attention.
Yep.
That's the one that we just saw, just brought to your attention. And again, this one fired up very quickly. This is right along the where the three counties meet here. This is where Houston, Angelina, and Cherokee County all meet. We have an area of circulation that has now prompted the National Weather Service to issue this tornado warning. Again, this is the one that we just saw not 5 minutes ago, and now they've issued the warning for it. The storm is moving to the northeast at 45, and it says it is located near Forest, or about 16 miles north of Apple Springs, moving northeast at 45. All right, so northeast at 45. So let's get this going for you here.
The radar indicated thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located 9 miles southwest of Kennard, or 10 miles southeast of Crockett, moving northeast at 35.
Okay. We'll get to that. Yeah, we will get to that one here in just a second. But this is the new tornado warning. So if you live in Wells, 145, this is when the storm will be in your backyard. So please be in a small windowless interior room now. You can see Alazan at 2 o'clock, Nacogdoches at 2:10, Appleby at 2:18, and Garrison at 2:31. Again, this one formed very, very quickly. I want everybody to be aware that, again, we just showed you this a moment ago, and then the National Weather Service jumped on it and issued that warning. The warning that was just issued. Looks like it's a very broad area. This is the one that Michaela was just talking about. A very broad area in parts of Houston County right now. But according to the Weather Service, again, this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. I don't believe this is a confirmed tornado. We clearly see rotation in this storm. It's not like we have to guess. This one is pretty clear. Kind of give you an idea of where the rotation is located, to kind of pinpoint it right there. So as far as downtown Alto to the center of the storm now, it's about 5 miles to the northeast of Alto, getting ready to cross over Farm to Market Road 343. It is update, please.
Shreveport issued a tornado warning. It's a radar indicated for Cherokee, Nacogdoches, and Rusk until 2:15.
Right.
This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Alto, or 8 miles southeast of Rusk, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour.
Okay, this is the one we were just talking about. We've got it centered there for you. So I'm moving northeast a little slower now at 35 miles. I am going to have to back up a little bit. I apologize. But it's moving to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. So again, this is the one here. And again, the tornado warning that you see down here, the one that encompasses Alto, that's the one that did have this tornado in it. So they reissued this one. So likely to see this second one go away. Excuse me, I'll get this properly. We're likely to see this part of the warning go away. So this is just a new warning for this area of rotation. So again, it is a possible tornado again, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado, moving to the northeast at 35. And I just moved out far enough. Atoy at 145, the Sackle area at 156. Cushing at 202. And again, those are the cities that are inside of the warned area. Outside of the warned area is Laneville at 217, and in the Brockfield area at 232. So you could see clearly, very clearly, from just what we've been talking about today, the bright reds and the bright greens next to one another.
I'd like to call for video. We have 2 from Franklin and 1 from Alto. You can call for it.
Okay, so we do have some video from Alto, is that correct? Just, you guys talk to me in my ear if you don't mind. I'd like to see the video from Alto. Here we go. This is some of the video that we have seen from the Alto area. Numerous trees down. You can see power lines down there as well. Very difficult for folks to get around. I would just say stay off the roads, folks. There's no doubt about it. With power lines like this, that lady that's standing there, please find a way to get to safety. You never know when that power line is going to come down. My goodness, folks, please be safe. But you can see that this looks like we had either some very strong straight line wind damage move through here. It looks like most of the trees are laying down in one direction from what we're seeing here right now. Where's this video coming from, by the way? This is just from one of our viewers. This is incredible. Excellent. Wow. Okay. So look, there's some of the damage to the home that we talked about earlier. They said a couple of homes were damaged, and it looks like these are indeed, there's some homes that are significantly damaged in the Alto area. So this was from the storm that moved through at about noon today. You can see lots of tin and things like that flying around. Yes, ma'am.
This is from a viewer on Facebook.
Okay, this is from a Facebook viewer. We appreciate all of this. And again, we're going through the video one more time. Look at that. You can see the damage to some of the homes there. Wow, just incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to see what's going on radar right now. Again, we can kind of keep it that way if you'd like, kind of showing that video for just a short time longer, or for just a little bit longer anyway.
I have an update.
Yes, ma'am.
The storm that is tornado warned, storm in far southern Cherokee County, is about to cross Route 69 in the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
Only 2 tornado warned storms in the county.
Okay. So there are 2 tornado warned storms in the county. These are the 2 that we have been chatting about, and we've got 2 different tornadoes that are very easily to see. Neither one, though, I believe has been confirmed. Tornadoes, we can see them there. The one just north of Pollock, right around the Wells area. This one here is just getting ready to cross Highway 69. The one to the northeast of Alto has already crossed over Highway 69 and maybe moving into parts of Nacogdoches and Rusk County here very soon. But again, the damaged video that we showed you just a few moments ago was incredible. And again, we've got a tornado back down in Houston County again, right around Kennard, just the south of Kennard. More rotation being indicated there. So again, we want everybody in that area to please remain in your tornado safe spot. This has just been so very active for Houston and parts of the northern eastern sections of Trinity County. According to the National Weather Service, again, this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado moving to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. So a quick path on this one, northeast at 35. So Wells, 211, Douglas at 231, Nacogdoches at 243. We've also got a tornado, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado just to cross over Highway 69. This is right around the Wells area, moving to the northeast at 35. Near Douglas at 204, near Central Heights at 222, and Mount Enterprise at 240. We've also got another storm with a possible tornado associated with it, moving to the northeast. I believe that one slowed down a little bit. It was going at 45 miles per hour, but now it's moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. This is the one that was in the Alto area just a short time ago, and this is, again, a very good look at the rotation. You see that very bright green right there. So that's what we're looking at, and we put a path on that toward the northeast at 35 miles per hour. Here are some of the cities that could be affected by that. In the Sackle area at 154. Sackle, this is your time. This is where you get into that small windowless interior room, protecting you and your family from these storms. We want you to get to a sturdy shelter as soon as you possibly can. Just get there as fast as you possibly can and protect you and your family. This is something we need to make sure that we're taking these warnings very seriously, because there are 3 warnings in East Texas, and according to what we understand from what we're hearing from the National Weather Service, they're all radar indicated, but we've also had some damage in the Alto area from a tornado that it looks like either a tornado some very, very strong straight line wind touched down at about noon today. We had another storm move through there just a short time ago that still has a tornado warning attached to it. And that tornado warning just to the north and east of Alto, encompassing Cushing and Reclaw, that was in effect and will be in effect until 2:15 this afternoon. We've got another tornado warning. We talked about this for a few moments, then the National Weather Service actually issued the warning. And this one is in effect for until 2 o'clock for portions of Angelina, Southern Cherokee, and parts of Nacogdoches County. And this one here, let's take a look at this to see if we can't see where the rotation is here. And yes, we absolutely can. Matter of fact, using this radar scan, we can see all three possible tornadoes that are occurring in East Texas. The one that is nearing Nacogdoches County, one that is crossing Highway 69 in the southern parts of Cherokee County, and then one near Kennard. So,
An update?
yes.
They're going to continue that tornado warning for Angelina, Cherokee, and Nacogdoches counties. Looks like it's capable of producing a tornado located over Forest or 19 miles northwest of Lufkin, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour.
Okay. All right, so this is the storm that we're talking about here, just to the north of Wells on Highway 69. That's where the rotation is located. So let's look at a couple of different radar scans here to see if we can't get a kind of a better picture. That actually shows it pretty well between Alto and Rusk, crossing over Highway 69 right now. But let's look at a couple of others. I just want to choose this one right here because, again, they're all showing it. It's just a little bit more difficult to see it on all of these, at least at this moment. But this is the area of rotation that we've got on here for you. Wildhurst, you can see it's just to the east of you, just north of Wells, and southeast of Alto is where this rotation is located right now. And again, it is moving to the northeast, and I believe Michaela said at 45 miles per hour. So this one has sped up a little bit. So if we take that movement off toward the northeast at 40 miles per hour, good, because I was going to have to scooch out if it wasn't the case. So Douglas at 202, the Nate area at 209, Appleby at 224, Garrison 239. Again, these are all way outside of the warned area right now, but you can see that these areas, these little lines, these are 10-minute increments from the center of the storm. So that's when it would be affecting your area. So again, if you're in Douglas, it's a good time to get to that small windowless interior room right now. And if you're in the Wells area, it looks like the storm is just to your north. I would stay in your tornado safe spot right now because we've got something going on just to your west-southwest right now, just to the northeast of Kennard. We've got another area of rotation right in here that is going to be a problem. It may actually cross into parts of Cherokee County again. So kind of piggyback possible tornadoes. And again, the one that hit Alto earlier, we did have some video from that earlier today that we showed you. There is definitely some damage there. So there's no doubt that we've got some problems going on in East Texas right now, and it looks like it'll continue. Cody has some video. Okay, if you're listening to me downstairs, Cody does have some video right now. Okay, so this is from inside the storm tracker unit right now. Okay, there's a storm tracker. They may not know right now that they're actually on air, but we got Michaela that's going to take care of that for us. She is going to contact him and let him know what's going on. Also going to remove that crawl across the top of the screen here. I did some areas of concern, no doubt. The one storm that we've been watching here, that the second storm that went through Alto is now moving into the northwestern parts of Nacogdoches County. It may be difficult for him to talk to you because he may be using his phone to send back that video. But as soon as we get some good steady video from Cody, just pop it up anytime, and we'll be happy to see it. But again, this is between Atoy and Sackle. We've got that rotation continuing there. Very easy to see. All radars are indicating what's going on. Again, this is crossing into the far northwestern parts of Nacogdoches County. So if you live in Cushing, Sackle, please get into that small windowless interior room. The storm is very close to where you are right now, crossing over Highway 204 here very soon, south of Highway 84, which is up in Rusk County. So that's what we're seeing here. We're also seeing some severe thunderstorm watches being canceled. That's good news. It's nice to see things being canceled Yes, please.
Cody's location. Cody said they were heading south on 69, but it is blocked by emergency personnel.
Okay.
Cody, what's your current location? Say that one more time.
Okay, just bear with us.
They're on 241.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
On, I think farm around 284, I believe.
Okay, I can hear him
just
now.
to the east of 69.
Okay. All right, so, Cody, can you hear me?
All right.
Cody, can you hear me?
Here.
I guess not, but I can hear him in my ear. So he just told me that they're east of 241.
284 or 241. It's just toward the east of 69.
Okay. All right, so we're trying to find the road that
So
they
yeah, 241. There we go. We're at the junction of 851 and 241 right now.
851. Okay. Okay, excellent. Okay, they're trying to get down there another way right now. So at this point, we still have these.
We're going to stay on 241 right now.
3 warnings. Okay.
241 south.
Okay.
This is a high precipitation situation, and high precipitation.
Just because there's no way that we'll catch up to that.
Yeah, visibility. You can see, on some of the damage that's going on down there right now, but they're trying to be as careful as they can. Again, couldn't get down Highway 69 because, and we'll wait for them to come through, and they can certainly leave this video up. They can leave the storm tracker up. I have no problem with that being there on the left side of the screen. So just let that continue.